Hi everyone, it's Julie at the Paper Bag Lady One, and I wanted to let you know that I have some new doilies and some new laces listed on my Zibbit store. You can find me on Zibbit at the Paper Bag Lady, and I will put a link in the description box. But anyway, I have been gathering all sorts of different tablecloths and doing a lot of cutting, and finally I think I have them all done for the moment. So I'm listing them, and I wanted to give you a heads up and show you what they were. So first thing, I will show you some that are similar to ones that I've had in the past. I know you recognize this. I've had this doily in a variety of sizes. The last time I had it, it was yellow and slightly smaller than this, I believe. This one runs, I believe, about 5 inches across. Let me take a look real quick. Yep, that's about 5 inches, give or take. Some are slightly smaller, some are slightly larger due to the vintage nature, the fact that they get stretched out or whatever. This is a cream color, and these are going to come in a set of 12. Also, along with that, not along with it, but to coordinate along with that, is the same thing in a smaller size, and as you can see, there's quite a difference there. This one is about 3.5 inches, give or take, and it is about the same color, maybe a little bit darker, this cream color, and these are pretty soft right here. These are, and they look just the same. They're just smaller, so they will come in a set of 24. And again, I think I've had these also in the past in this color, but they were somewhere between this size and this size. So those may be familiar to you. Another one that may be familiar to you is this one, which I know I have had before. Not the same size. I believe the last ones I had were slightly, I know there were larger ones. There may have been smaller ones also, but I think actually both that I had before were larger than this. So there is the large one, and then there's this little small that came from the same tablecloth, and both of these come in sets of 24. The small one is about 1.5 inches, and the large one is about 3.25 inches. Again, that's give or take. Some may be slightly larger or smaller, and these had a lot of, I guess discoloration would be the best way to say it. It's not like there were a lot of stains or things on this one, but the color varied a lot throughout the tablecloth. So if you are looking for something that is precisely the same shade the whole way throughout, this is not it. But this does have a lovely vintage look, and you know, just to glance at them, you can't really tell the difference. But just so you know, there was some discoloration, some shading variations in that one. So those are the ones that you would have seen before. Now here's some new ones. This is an interesting little shape. It kind of reminds me a little bit of a spider web. Oops, we have a little string in there. They come in sets of 12, and they are, that one is almost 2.25. I know these vary pretty widely in size. There are some that are smaller, slightly smaller. There are some that are slightly larger. But on average, I'd say 2 inches to 2.25 inches. And again, they are 12. They are a cream color as well. Also in a cream color, and this is a little bit lighter cream color, is this. And these are a good bit thicker than my average doilies. They are made with a larger or a heavier weave yarn. They're nice and soft and floppy. I like them. They're floppy. These are about 5.5 inches, give or take. And they come 6 in a set. And I really like these. I think they're fun. So, and I was thinking you could, if you wanted to, easily cut the center out and have a hole there and almost use that like a frame, which I think would be pretty cool. Oops. So there's those. Then we have these, which are white, and these come in a set of 12. And they are about 3.25. Again, sizes vary slightly. And then also to, I want to say again, coordinate with those, this tablecloth had 2 styles in it. There was this one and this one. And this, as you can see, is pretty much the same thing as that. It's just that it doesn't have the outside part on it. And these are pretty big. This one is 6 inches. Some are slightly larger, some are slightly smaller. I think the largest one I measured might have been about 6.5 inches. So they are pretty cool. And some of these, as you can see the difference in the centers, some of them are a little more stretched. I did not put any like this in the packaging when I packaged them, but there were some that totally sort of came apart like that. Almost like the middle part got ripped out or torn. But, you know, to layer that with another doily or a button or some type of flower or even a cameo or something like that certainly would be fine. And if you wanted, you could cut the center out. And this was one I was just sort of messing around with. It's a little damaged there. But then you'd be left with a frame, which would be really cool if you had like some kind of a picture or a vintage image or something you could put in there. So there's just some different ideas of what you can do with those. I know these are a little bit larger than usual, but I really like them. They'd be nice on a 12 by 12 layout, covers of junk journals. But anyway, so then there's those. The small ones come in a set of 12. And then these larger ones come in a set of 6. And then the last new doily is a totally cutie patootie little thing. Look at this guy. I love them. They're so cute and tiny. They are, let's see, this one is almost 1 1/4. And they vary a little bit too. I think I'd say on average they're like about 1 inch across. And they're a kind of a creamy, very light tan color. They come 24 to the set, and these I think are just the cutest things. I love these. Pop a little brad in the center there. These layer up really nice with other doilies, with flowers, with metal, of course. So yeah, so there's those, and I do have quite a few of those. I plan to save quite a few for myself also, because I know I will blow through those really fast when I make stuff. So those are the new doilies, and I think there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different styles. Again, some you've seen before, some are new. There they are. And then for those of you who did not see my most recent thrift store visit, I do have some new laces that are on the Zibbet store as well. So there's this white one, this wide one. At its widest point, it is about 3 3/4 inches across. I just think that's very pretty. It's the white one. There's also, and I'm not sure how well you can see the color. There, you can see it pretty well on there, I think. But when you open it up, you don't get as much of the pink. But it's like a light mauve, light pinkish color. And this one is about 3 1/2 inches across. I really like the little sprays on this. They kind of look like little wheat sprays. So there's that. Both of those are going to be available in 5-yard increments. Then we have this one, which is like an off-white. When you put it next to something white, it is not white, but when you put it next to something cream, it looks white. So let's call it off-white. There's this one is about 1 1/4 inches across, and this one's going to be available in both 5 and 10-yard increments. And then finally, we have 2 different crocheted trims. We have that one, and we have this one. And they are, both of them, about 3/4 of an inch across. And they, like I said, they are like the crochet type. And this one here, I believe I will have just available in 5-yard increments. This one will be both in 5 and 10-yard increments. So if you are interested in any of these things, you can head on over to my Zibbet store, which is the Paper Bag Lady, just like it was on Etsy, only now it's on Zibbet. And check these out. So these are available, and I hope you enjoy taking a sneaky peek at my newest things. You know, I'm always on the lookout for doilies, new doilies and tablecloths and things like that, and of course the trims as well. So I hope everybody is having a great weekend. I know I'm having a delightful time. Everybody is out of my house right now. I like it when that happens. But anyway, so thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for your support and for following me over to Zibbet when I moved from Etsy. I really appreciate all you guys. And oh, and I know I have most recently hit 1,000 subscribers, which staggering. It just staggers the mind. So I'm thinking really hard on what kind of giveaway I should do. I like to do something different and not just get a bunch of product and do that, but I'm not really sure what it should be. It seems like it should be something really cool. So if anybody has any thoughts on that, I would love to hear them. Meanwhile, my little brain just keeps on a-thinking. So thanks everyone for watching, and I hope you all have a great evening. So I'm back. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to edit a video in, because I forgot to show you a doily. I forgot I had this one. This is another new one. This is kind of like an off-white, kind of a funky star-shaped thing. And there are 12 in a set of these. And these are kind of fun. And I thought, oh wait, you can't see that. Hold on. Let's try this. Nope, that won't work either. So pathetic. Okay, so anyway, I was thinking you could probably cut the center one out if you wanted to, and then have a border left, like to use for a frame, if you wanted to, on that doily. And that one is about 4 inches in diameter, give or take. So looky, there is another new one that I forgot about. So we'll see if I can figure out how to edit this on the end, and if not, oh well. Bye.